Hello. Hello, everybody. Hi. Let's do it. We're gonna do it. Yeah, we'll do it. It's all sound. It's all headphones today. Let's do headphones today. Pressing button. Be prepared for your eyes. I don't have, is there even a night mode? Google Docs? That'd be great if there was. I don't think there is. Prepare your eyeballs. Here we go. That wasn't too bad, was it? Hello, everybody. Hello. I have the list. The list is here. Karth is here. Karth's going to take a nap. He's had a busy day. He got kicked out of the room earlier for being disruptive to the recording process. That's right. Our Fandaniel marathon episode is recorded. So, coming up soon. You know how it goes. We just recorded it. It's chaos, naturally. Because the part of the game is chaos, you know? That's all that's going on. It's just chaos. It's just chaos. I am comfy today. Thank you. No, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. It would have been nothing to report had I not traveled and completely exhausted myself. So I got in off the plane. It was delayed. Got delayed in Dallas. I got home about 2 a.m. Got in bed around 3. Got up at 5:30 with the kids. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. You know, you're not going to be gone for a week and then be like, good morning, kids. See ya. No, you get up and you be a dad. So I dadded all Sunday. And then Monday hits and, you know, Kristen's pregnant. So she was like, I really need some sleep. And I'm like, I got you. I got you. You sleep in tomorrow. So I got up with the kids again. My sister calls and she's like, hey, I need to move some goats. And I was like, I got you. Let's move those goats. So after we did our Monday stream, I headed on over there and moved goats. So Monday to Tuesday, I slept 11 hours and I woke up and was just like, I can't. I was ill. I had a fever. It was my body just being like, we're just gonna like check some body. Fever, sure. Stomach, sure. Like aches, yeah, well, whatever. Like just lay the shit down, Dad. So that's what I did yesterday. I watched the Yu-Gi-Oh! Battle City arc, a good chunk of it. I watched like an episode or two in English, and then I was like, you know what? I kind of feel like watching in Japanese. Yeah, because English is so iconic. You got Joey with his yes, and Yu-Gi-Oh! No, and Kaiba being a jerk. And I was like, you know, let's see. Let's fire up a Crunchyroll account. And let's see what Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like. First of all, it's way more linear, which is fabulous. They cut like all the flashbacks because Yu-Gi-Oh! Was like trying to do this like, you could pop in at any episode kind of whoop, 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 like, oh, someone might tune in at any point. He's Egyptian pharaoh trapped in the body of a kid and they're playing like, what part of this do you jump in at any point? So English versions waits a lot. It's so iconic. It sounds so iconic. And it lives in my brain. I love that English cast. But it was really fun to sit down yesterday and just watch a bunch of Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh! I got to the Dark Magician duel, which is so fabulous. One, because the blades aren't shadow discs and they're going to like cut off your feet and send you to the shadow realm. The shit was that. Is that better? Kids. Hey, kids. Would you rather lose your feet or end up in the shadow realm for all eternity? I mean, what's worse? I don't know. But it was voiced by Dio, that particular character. And he said, Hyugi. And it was badass. So if you're familiar with a little bit of JoJo, Dio did the voice for that part. And it was so, I love that guy. I love his voice so much. Yeah, good. It got real bad when it was like the duo duel. They're on the building tops and they're gonna like bomb the glass to send Kaiba and Yugi down, and they're gonna fall into the shadow realm. Are you like, even as a kid I was like, bullshit. What? Why? And then they like are like, don't worry, and they like grab their parachutes and they're like, we escaped the shadow. I'm like, but the shadow realm was below you, right? Like, was there a certain velocity you had to reach to enter the shadow realm? What the shit? So I did that yesterday, and that was fabulous, and it was very chill. Hi, Karth. Karth's chilling here today. He got kicked out earlier, as I was saying while we were recording our extremely chaotic, to match the episode of the game we're in, chaotic episode. I've got lots of pet theories. Garrett's got his. I won't bring them up here because today's pretty much spoiler free, right? We're doing media things. This is just media stuff. So we won't talk about that stream. We won't talk about if you're watching and you're like, I'm in Heaven's Ward and I'm just excited to see what comes next. We won't talk about that. First chapter, barring any difficulties, so please with a grain of salt, because of course edits can sometimes take longer depending on what we're up to. But the first chapter of that should come out next Wednesday. Next Wednesday. No, Karth is very excited about the microphone, so pardon the intimate voice for a moment. George RR, thank you for becoming a new member. Amy McWilliams, I'm glad you're enjoying the kitty cam. We shall adjust it when he settles down where he's going to be. Thomas, greetings to you. I am feeling better today. Yeah, I was just a dumbass. It was just pure dumbness. We had aunts and uncles coming in to help Kristen while we're out of town, but she's second trimester pregnant. She's tired. So I got home. It was so cute too. I walked in the door at like 3 a.m., 2 a.m. and like she's asleep on the couch and she had a flower pot for me and they were all purple, my favorite color. So she had like purple and like snacks laid out and like there was a candle that had long gone out and like she was passed out on the couch waiting up for me. And so we're just like, all right, let's eat and go to bed. And 2 hours later, the kids were up, and of course I'm not gonna like just stay in bed and recover. So I just pushed myself too hard. I completely, like, with the delay, I should have gotten in quite a bit earlier. There would have been time to rest and relax, and of course getting there I got delayed, so there would have been time to hang out. So there was a whole like, we'll be fine, and then the thank you, like, we don't plan thank you streams. We should, but we don't because like we're overwhelmed, We're not gonna plan that sort of shit. That'd be weird. So, we're like, Monday will be easy. Oh, no. We have a lot of comments to read. Let's make sure we do that. And then straight into Tuesday. So I just messed up. So I'm doing okay. I'm fine. Thanks, Heart. Good to see you. Thank you. Always good to see you. Imran, Blue Mage leveling when? Oh my goodness. After Monk. Hope you're doing better. Look forward to the reactions. Yes. Blue Mage. I don't know. I figure after we do the other jobs, but I've always kind of had this like in my head, like Blue Mage would be at its most fun when I have the most intimate knowledge of the game, which will definitely be like when we get to settle in an end game sort of sphere and I'm kind of aware of like what spells mobs have, but maybe it's just too late. The game's probably too big to be like, I'm going to go to this dungeon to get this ability, if that's even how it works. So I actually don't know how it works. Yes, Jan, exactly. Like dad gymnasium, right? Like you're just gonna lay down and they're just gonna crawl all over you. So you get yourself up. There's no point in doing nothing. You're like, well, I could stay at home and get crawled all over, or we can go to the park. Oh, let's go to the park. So you just kind of keep the ball rolling, and recovery's hard right now. But it was a great trip, as many of you probably saw in that outtakes video today. We had a grand time shooting all that. It was an adorable video. So Garrett put that together while I was down sick yesterday. It was awesome. It was awesome. In theory for the new limited job. Oh, I don't know. So will you miss Dutch Bros? I'll miss a lot of things when I move. I'll miss ferns, the big trees. I like Spanish moss. Spanish moss is pretty chill. I met my wife while I was in college at Tallahassee. So Florida is not a foreign concept to me. I grew up there when I was 4 to 8 years old, and then I went there for college at Florida State University, where I met Kristen. So Florida, both our grandparents are in Florida. I'm gonna miss the cold. Yeah, I'll miss the cold. Luckily, it rains plenty in Florida, so I'm good. I'm good in that department. But you know, what was I watching? I watched some horror movie like 2 weeks ago. They were like panning over Seattle, and it was like heavy rain. I was bullshit. That's not what rain looks like in Seattle. That's like Florida rain right there. So yeah, the humid's gonna be different. The AC, that's the thing. I'm just not ready for. AC is such a different beast. It's so cold. Refrigerated air, and the air is full of moisture. Like, what the crap are we doing? But I'm in control of my own house when I get there, so you know, AC will be set to what I like, and that'll be real nice. Cause, refrigerated air. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Woggle. It was a good time. Yeah. I have here this approved list. It's the same list that Garrett went through yesterday. I believe a couple. Oh, Garth had it out. I believe a couple items in like our there's like a slideshow. I think a couple extra ones got added since yesterday. But otherwise, it'll be the exact same thing Garrett reacted to. His video, his stream was... Let's see here. His video was... 3 hours and 30 minutes long. So that's about the amount of time I have. So we'll try to get through it in a decent clip. I see he also watched Dawntrail number 1 and 2. So I did not have the same experience as Garrett at Fanfest. I was hanging out in the back quite a bit more. So I ended up not doing the cosplay contest. So I didn't see any of that. And I know that's where he was kind of parked out seeing the trailer on repeat. So I have seen it all of once in passing while I waited for the esports. So my favorite part of the trailer that I remember is Estinian. No, I've got 2 parts. Because it looked like Estinian became friends with all the Ewoks or something like that. And I like that for him. I'm happy for him. And I like the part where the robe burned off. Because to me, that was a symbology of we're done with Asians. That was like, Asian robe, the robe has been sad. We've been in this robe since like Heaven's Word trailers. Ooh, the burden of Azim and stuff, but like when we're free of this and like, oh, we're moving into the future, the robes burn away, the past is behind us. But that's also where my brain goes because I went to theater school and English teaching and all that, and been like, and it's to me it's a lot of like, what is the writer's intention of this? What is the symbology of this? What does it mean? And that's where a lot of my effort, and if it didn't mean that, it was your unique take for your production of your play. Like, did King Lear, did Shakespeare actually mean it that way? He probably wasn't making a dialogue on mega corporations in Hamlet, but with a modern light, we can read it that way. So you know what? Let's set Hamlet in modern day, and Hamlet is heir to a media empire, and let's explore that. That's very much where my brain often goes when we're looking at these. Of course, if you've seen our videos, you're very familiar too with how my brain works of taking movie moments, tropes, and using those to construct things, which is no different than what George Lucas did with basically stealing all the scenes from old bomber films, old World War II kind of films, for his stuff with the Millennium Falcon and everything there. If you've seen the clip too, when he's sitting at his desk, it's just full of cliff notes from other books and stuff. A modern day, it's okay. Modern day Hamlet, it's a little preachy, but it's okay. It's okay. The best version of Hamlet, I think, it's probably like the only video one. No, maybe there's multiples. Anyway, Hamlet was one of those things that when you go to theater school, every single script, directing, every class is like, we're doing Hamlet. And you're like, oh God, not again. The teacher would always be like, well, you haven't done Hamlet with me. So Hamlet, too many damn times. Romeo and Juliet with guns. Yeah, it works, right? Transformers essay. Transformers has some dark stuff. It's great. Well, yeah, then there's things like that, there's a letterbox, but That depends on where on the, gauge of how much cat you are. We're talking here. We definitely have tails. We're not sure of the body hair situation entirely. I have seen Harry Potter with guns, yes. Also, as you all know, in a Kyle Whimsy production, I'm missing my reading eye human Garrett Weinzerl. So I will do my best to keep up with y'all too while we go through this stuff. But Star Johnson, thank you so much for the generous support there. Cat Came made this the best stream ever. Well, he's down on the floor now, which is a mess because this is the depository for toys in the office right now in my absence. But he's doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you. Jordan, good to see you. Thank you for the support. I'm between teaching classes, so can't watch live today. Well, enjoy the VOD. Zahila, as someone who went from NE to CA, it's actual seasons I miss the most. Green Christmas, always a downer. I agree. It's nice to be cold. I don't like Smarch, the winter that actually hits when like February comes around, because Christmas is too early. For actual North, Christmas comes when it just got cold for the first time, and then you've got like 3+ months of bummer on the backside of it. And Chicago was just insane. And Christmas was always too damn early. Drasani, good to see you. Is there too much theater out there for us to lean on a 16th century shit poster? Agreed. Particular, like, I think one of the, my sort of panky out opinion is I think most of us don't understand that theater was quite the pyrotechnic show. In particular, the Germans went nuts on theater. Like, you've ever been to Les Mis or Phantom of the Opera? That's what theater used to be like. Theater was more like a Marvel movie in the past. It was way more bombastic. There were, of course, small plays, but those happened out of the backs of, like, carts and stuff for festivals. Actual theater was quite bombastic, so rarely was it this, like, art kind of thing. So when I told my theater companions I wanted to work online, I want to like make podcasts or something like that, they're like, ew, that's not real art. But here we are. Here we find ourselves. Thank you. I am feeling better. Let's fire up the first thing today, which is the Dawn trailer 1, which let's let me turn on my cursor so in case I need to like gesture at something. But this will be a casual rewatching of the thing I've seen once in passing one time long ago, however many months ago that was. The song is bizarre.
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
I know who that is now. I didn't at Fanfest. I now know. And I believe, like, this is the kind of, ooh, what a tattered robe. It's been through so much. It's worn. It's a mixture of black, gray, white, It's been through a lot. Just a little hint of a smirk. Just a tiny bit of fun. And he had some blizzard. I feel like we saw this guy, right? Didn't we see the big guy too? He was in that dungeon that became the Tonberry dungeon. Now that, I love dinosaurs. But Dinosaur Society makes me think of Dinotopia, and Dinotopia sucked. Dinotopia was awful. Now, Dino Riders was good. And had Frank Welker, too. With their little amulets and stuff. But Dinotopia, was super lame. I will. Maybe I should read it as an adult. What Dinobots are great. Dinobots are great. Maybe you can say, you know, I was a child like Redwall. I have a bad opinion of Redwall, but that's because, you know, I read it as a kid and I saw fun pictures and I was like, what the crap is this? Oh, there was like a Triceratops pulling stuff. Yeah, that guy. We fought him. He did like a double-headed breath attack. Take it slow and take a bite. That was actually what they tuned up there. Wonderful. This is the second best moment of the whole thing.
Might you have a moment to speak further?
And I love that he's the one working. Whatever happens, Oriange deserves this. I don't know what happens, but Oriange 100% deserves whatever he's doing, hanging out in Battle for Azeroth, I guess.
At last, we are come to the land you call the New World. My home. Coeurl.
And then the Star Destroyer appears, and that's that. Need to do an Oriange? Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I gotta work on my forums, but absolutely. You know, they've done a lot of heavy lifting. We just rewatched all those scenes from last stream that I'm not going to talk about, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on there. Yeah, it does totally look. Look at it. It's totally a Star Destroyer. All right, let's grab the second one. Extended teaser, but not the extended. Oh, we're full minute extended. We are minutely extended. You got a breath for that one.
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities.
Oh no. Who let the Lalafell pilot the ship? Oh, we're all doomed. Not because they're bad drivers, but because, you know, there's some sort of like conglomerate of Lalafells in the background paying for it. Let's not get embroiled in that. I knew it was all gonna go back to Ul'dah when this was all over.
Possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
Okay, so pretty much. I love monster hands. They're so good. Oh, hands, you know? Is there anyone here who doesn't like their own hands? They're great. Hands are freaking fabulous. They're proportional. They're yours. They do things. And then you get to see like a cool little like, rah! Hell yeah. Big hands energy.
Come now. There's no cause for panic.
Oh.
Might make for a worthy opponent.
Well, some things never change. Dude, look at that thing. Oh, nice. Okay, where's the dancing cats? We need some cats getting down. I guess it can be lizard folk, but we know we need a little monster hunter in there. I love kaijus. Oh, they're so good. Oh, I love a big lizard. Look at him doing that dive. That's badass. Got a big steak. Bringing it on Nexia's head. Okay, so now we know why he's being celebrated. Oh, weird. Okay, so this isn't the same one because this one has like almost like a Mongolian kind of rider hat on. What's that? Is that the crazy stinky thing that Anthony Bourdain loved? Or is that, it's like called a, no? Okay. I don't know what this is. Yeah, the durian, right? That thing has spikes. A sugar apple. Okay. Junk shot. Do it. I guess it won't happen because Thancred's dress. They've already spoiled that for us. Sadly. Steal his taco. Wait, did they ruin the bite? Oh, they ruined the bite. This is the worst trailer. Whatever they do, they ruined it. Damn.
Might you have a moment to speak further?
He's so proud. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So we'll get to that next, right? But that'd be the Viper, yeah? Frickin' double-bladed badass like that? Yeah. Kristen's nuts for dual wielding. So I'm hoping, you know? Like right now she's playing a black mage, but I'm like, you know, oh my god, there's a dual wielder. And it's dual wielding in World of Warcraft. I guess you could do Frost, but the warriors were a bird. You knew we all saw that, right? Like it would always be some content creator who was the dual wielding warrior, and we're like, bullshit. You're a burden. There's someone carrying you. Someone else is tanking. You're wasting everybody's time, aren't you? Oh! What a handsome bastard. Ah, okay. Little hand on the thing. Yeah, we got a little looks like a little little Alfie hanging right there. Oh my. At 5 seconds. A lot happens in 5 seconds in this trailer. I love the wave though. And I like the, you know, ever since the so wait, why are you guys yelling about Sword Art Online? Oh my god. I've got the special move. No one's gonna believe it. I'm gonna unlock dual wielding. Oh my god. No, I like, you know, Darth Maul or what, the arrow key? I'm using the arrow keys, right? Should I not be using arrow keys? Did something happen with Garrett? Does Garrett not know about arrow keys? Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a weird glove, but it seems kind of... And it sounded like him in the start. Makes sense.
At last we have come to the land you call the New World. My home.
Oh. So wait. Did they frickin' Photoshop him out?
My home.
No, okay, there's someone there by the light in the original one. Okay.
At last we have come to the land you call the New World. My home.
Nice. Well, that's a bunch of made up stuff. Who knows if that's going to happen? Any of it. I see. Oh, the Sword Art Online is because because he's got like an open chest area? I would say it's more Sword Art Online because he's claiming to be a whole nother job by grabbing 2 swords, even though there's a whole job that already has. I mean, I guess they're daggers, right? So they have. I like Sword Art Online, the original run. It got stupid when they had a baby, not a baby in the system. But you know what? The initial like 9 episodes, it's glorious. I gotta let the cat out real quick. He said, behave yourselves. All right, I have who's Zidane though? What's with the Zidane? It's who? I don't know who Zidane is. Zidane for the win. And so does this game. Yeah, no, I'm gonna shame Fury Warriors. That's happening. Oh, okay. So that's what the Viper is. No one of import. Oh, is that shady on the front of that? This isn't even the final version of the song, says a loony. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Yeah, no, I figure as much. But I'm still gonna say, ball dropped that they changed the pacing enough that they didn't, take a bite when the taco was going down. It is a nice little bass line. Dragon HD. I see. Oh, we taught Garrett yesterday to use the alligator mouths to go frame by frame. Ah, I see. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at that. No, I mean, for me, this makes me think of like, Darth Maul and to me, Bastila is, will always be one of my original video game loves. Romanced Bastila. Poor Kristen busted her buns to romance Carthonasi, but they cut that due to production because they thought there wouldn't be enough interest in the audience for a male romance. And boy, were they ever wrong. They messed up big, and poor it like ends. It goes into the weirdest corner, and that just ends. Green Mage Growl. Oh, I see. Oh, are there Green Mages? I wouldn't know about that. But I'm glad we are at the home of the Nutkin, or at least Nutkins are prolific enough that they have traveled across the new world and spread their nuts. We don't know yet? Yeah, exactly. Now we have a cat named, Nutkins. I don't actually know where peanuts are from. Are peanuts? Where are peanuts from? Peanuts. Originally known as groundnuts or goobers or monkey nuts. They're legumes. Oh, Brazil and Peru. There we go. Cool. Yeah, it's like the old, there's no pizza before Mexico. Right? Isn't that weird? One of my favorite little ones to mess you up. How did they? They couldn't even marinara back then. What's going on? Garrett. Alligator mouths. Oh, yes. Wait. Oh, well, I like the alligator mouths, Greater than or less than and all that. Hi, Pothy. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. I'm doing well, too. D! I'm sure you heard this joke a million times now, but Damn Meteor. From Babyface Adventurer to Daddy. At the convention, a lot of people were saying he had like an Orlando Bloom vibe, but I don't really see it. I think it's just that he's on a boat and the boat gets you excited. I think you just like people on boats. I'm not really feeling money laundry. Yeah, it's a pretty rough system, you know, with the 30-70 split, but we got to move those papers. It's the haircut. I mean, he grew out his hair and all that. Yeah. I mean, Shadowbringers, he's not having a good time. I guess this is the trailer he's having the best time in. Endwalker's walking on the moon, so that's probably, doing all right for him. Well, that scar seems temporary, right? Like he has an eye scar, but also he has like a fresh... When he's fighting the lizard folk, two-headed lizard folk man, he has like a fresh boy on his face. Yeah, like right there. Like that looks kind of fresh. So what I was hoping, and, they put it in more of a Viper thing, is I wanted to see like the whole robe burn off because... Ozai. The imagery from Avatar Last Airbender... Where I get chills just thinking about when Ozai's like, and it just like instantly just like freaking burns off and like rockets himself across the freaking sky. Oh, and you got like freaking Mark Hamill in there doing his like, it's not quite a Joker thing. It does burn, but it's not quite like a faloosh. It's more of like a, it's a bit lighter than that. It's a at the end of the day. But, we got like the sword thing going on here. Water, fire, you're varying back and forth, adventure. But, I think, and where is that fire? Here we go. Yeah. Okay, so maybe we could, yeah. So maybe we'll get the full burn. But it kind of seems like he's already discarded. Maybe there's a center scene here where I get the full burn. But I'd love to have my whoosh. Also burns off in the Heavensward Trail. Oh. I remember the wall bang. From so long ago. Let's see here. Because you're running along. You got the cup. That's not the cup of a carpenter. See, trailer's just full of lies. I guess that, that happened. That wasn't changed. Ravan just like, it's so gnarly. Ugh. Walking away. I'm so sorry. We were going from the least spoilery trailer ever to one of the most spoilery trailers. I would assume... who's to say that, like, you wouldn't be plowing through A Realm Reborn, like, I'm gonna check out some streams, but, A Realm Reborn's its own pacing. It's its own beast. And that's not Nidhogg. Like, I've never watched this in front of this, like, in front of a crowd. This isn't Nidhogg, right? This is some red boy? Some other dude. Oh, okay. Yeah, it does burn off. Yeah, it kind of looks like Hraesvelgr, but it's just like, I don't know, it's more red? Or I guess it could just be, like there's fire, but there's no fire yet. He's just showing up. Trailer's full of lies. My point stands. It's a trailer's full of lies. It's nice to have them, having fun. So it could be like a timed window? Because like a dervish would be a little too dancer, maybe. But I guess Viper is its own thing. Antonio Banderas vibes. I mean, yeah, sure, why not? Why not? A dervish? No, like a dervish, like a whirling dervish. It's like a battle dance. In fact, I believe that's next up. So, let's not fart around here and get to the new job trailer. Such confidence. By only being the #1 fastest person on the server, can you even unlock this ability? That's slicey. Sure, slices, yeah, sword stuff. That's kind of nice. So what I'm curious to see is how long he stays in it. Some sort of burst out of it. I don't know if this is linear. Oh, right in the foot. What a nerd. So if that's linear, that'd be interesting. I like stance dances. I like moving between stuff like that. But that I will also say, as I'm sure you've heard. Stop referencing, sir. That's the problem. Sword Art Online will always be an X because there was so much potential. That's why you can't stop thinking about it, because you want it to be great. You always wanted it to be great. But it just shockingly dropped the ball. So, what do rogues have? Ninjas have like a really, really long thing, right? Oh, I've watched them all too. I've watched all the Sword Art Onlines too. What? So what do rogues do? Do they like lock in to a certain thing? I always kind of like heard they were a little more make your way through the combo. Dragoons have a longer combo. I mean, samurai. I mean, is it longer than samurais have a big long combo if you count the final spender? So it's a burst. Do we have anything combo point based, kind of like rogues in World of Warcraft? Because obviously this is giving me kind of like a outlaw sort of vibe, but we don't see any mobility with it. 2 5-part combos. Okay, so that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, I guess you could say 10 for samurai, and maybe you could even get some extra points in there for the random buttons you have to hit along the way. Yeah, exactly. Moist, right. Do those count as buttons hit in between? Probably not. Those are things you're slamming in the background. All CGI dragons are red Hraesvalgers. Oh. Huh. Says Winkle. Thank you so much. Green Mage is one of the popular theories for whatever the caster will be, along with Pictomancer. Pictomancer's like the drawing one. That sounds really cool. My only experience with that vibe would be like Innistrad Blood Vampires. This is a great book, by the way. One of my favorite art books, because I love Innistrad. Innistrad's awesome. But you could, do magic by painting with blood. So I'm not sure what the pizza mage, yes. Is Garrett still here? I don't want to spoil that for him tomorrow. Go away, Garrett. Or keep watching. Leave your stream going on in the background, Garrett. I saw the Ninja Turtles movie. I'm going to tell him about it tomorrow. That thing was freaking nuts. That was the ugliest movie I've ever seen in my life. People are like, I can't watch Rick and Morty because it's so ugly. That was without a doubt the ugliest movie I've ever seen. But it was legit awesome. What a cool movie. But the ugliest thing I've ever seen. Yeah, but vampires, werewolves, you gotta love Innistrad. No, the new movie, Mutant Mayhem. Mutant Mayhem. Monk combo is 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. Wait, hang on. Is that your combo or is that the required combo? I want a monk for one reason. It's so I can do JoJo gags. And that's basically it. So I can do Star Platinum gags. It sounds like a lot of work for that gag, but I'm willing to put in the time. So it seems like to me you have a window. Because look at this like big long pause here. Seems like you're kind of charging up. That's just a different shot of the previous attack. And then when we go... Would we be limit? We're probably limit breaking here? Or is this just... I'm doing my powerful thing? Yeah, no, I'm assuming we're jumping around a little bit. 2-minute burst. Okay, so we're just kind of buffing out. I mean, the two swords is a fantasy, and a lot of people do kind of hit a wall when you try to add stealth to it. And Kristen's one of those. I mean, Kristen also played a rogue, so it's not impossible, but I think a lot of people want the two swords without the requirements. Nicholas A says, funny thing about Sword Art Online references is that Viper literally does Kiriko start first stream attack in the showcase. Yo, I mean, it's awesome to spin. I mean, that's why we love Levi, right? Levi spun with the best of them. He was a badass spinner. He was spinning like a top out there. Levi spun better than I think any anime character's ever spun. Let me think. Let me put it in the old Ferguson tier list here and see what I come up with. But I think Levi might be top-ranked spinner in my head. I've never watched Beyblade. Isn't Beyblade, though, is like monsters, right? Tasmanian Devil? Well, I mean, for amount of... That's just raw amount of spinning, not the best spinning. Well, Sonic spun this way. We're talking about this. He was a vertical spinner. We're talking about horizontal spinning here. That's a whole different tier list. Palpatine did. It was brief. Levi did more spinning, but yeah. Beyblade is a thing. It's true. I'm more familiar with Bakugan right now. I'm not very big on... I'm not into Beyblade. I don't really know Beyblade. I played Pogs when I was growing up. Lunar Confusion, thank you for the 12-month membership. Hey, 12 months. Trailer's hype, Viper's hype, but I know I won't level it for MSQ. Just gonna dive into summer and see that that's my canon class. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, of course. You gotta stick to your guns after all. Crash Bandicoot. I mean, there are a lot of spinners. There's some good spinners. Friend Soul for Alf Pogs. I had some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Pogs. I never bought a single Pog. We played for keeps on the playground. A friend gave me 10, and I got a slammer from my mom's work. They were giving them out. And I never bought a single Pog. I was that good. Yeah, I walked away with a whole lunch pail full of them by the time that fad passed. I was a beast on the playground. That and, I wasn't very good at wall ball. Foursquare. Oh, yeah. I would spend my whole lunch in that top box. Renfield says, I so want Derplayer to scruff. I want Derplayer to scruff for my Ellison. Come on, Square. We should all get a little scruffy glow up. To what extent can one even scruff or facial hair their Ellison? I guess there's like a Fu Manchu that we've seen in like the forum areas. Oh, yeah, Foursquare's great. You dare jingle the kings at me. Very well. Let us move on. But that looks fun. It's not my flavor, and I think that is part of the joy of MMOs and tabletop games. I think that your own love of a class can be enhanced by you disliking other things. And one of the funnest things about MMOs and having lots of jobs and classes to play is you can be extremely shallow. Like, I love the theme of Reaper. I think it has a good look. But I don't really want to deal with keeping that buff up. And that's just kind of me. That is a good point. I'm going to write that down. We need a jingle keys emote. I could jingle the keys, and then look at that. We're jingling keys. We're making modes of jingling keys. But we're taking time away from the other thing we meant to do. Visually, well, I think this isn't a very good showcase in that degree. And you also do need to account for, like, this might be exactly what people want. I don't mind it with Samurai at all. No. Samurai a dot. Buffing myself on... So buffing myself is one thing. Buffing myself... Hang on. Wait. Buffing myself is one thing. Dotting you is another thing. And beyond that is not dotting you with a debuff so I can buff myself. And that's the fun. That's the fun where you can be like, well, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, no, I think this is a taste, but I also wouldn't be surprised if, like, this is what this fantasy wants. Like, warriors, dual wielding, fury warriors. It became very Diablo with, like, lots of spinning to win and kind of a blade storm sort of thing. Lots of, like, whirlwinding and stuff. But there's a lot of people that really like Terran and StarCraft because they just have Gauss rivals. It's just a gun. And a lot of people really like me and two swords versus you. So if you think this is too unfantastic, I wouldn't be surprised if that's exactly what a lot of people want. Next up. What is next up? I have no idea. A new city. Maybe it'll say it aloud. Okay. Yeah, we got foliage. Oh, well, actually, the foliage does look really nice. Oh, some fog. Some dining areas. Oh, skewers. Oh, that's a nice hangout area. Nice. Yeah, the water's in there. No, it does look chill. I'm just happy, they're of course going to have some sort of, like, thing that happens. It's a video game, right? Like, something's going to go down. Something will ruin this tranquil atmosphere. And, you do need kind of like a reason why a bunch of, like, ridiculously buff people would even be challenged by some new place and not just, blow it up the whole time. But I like the vibe they're leading with. And more places to hang out in a game that's great to hang out in. Wonderful. It's just, the whole thing is summer vacation. Everyone's going to be really confused. The patches are where it's going to pop off. It's like Stormblood, but nothing happens in Stormblood. And the patches still pop off. New zone videos? Okay, so I'm fine with any new zone stuff because it's a lot of static images and things that I don't really care about. I will never, ever, if I can avoid it, but I also, I make content. Like, let's be real here. Sometimes I have to put things in a box that I wouldn't do for myself. I will never stream Darkest Dungeon. It's one of my favorite games in the world. I don't want to hear anybody ever comment on my party's makeup, what abilities I'm using, what items I'm running. That is mine and mine alone. Do not touch my Darkest Dungeon. That's for me. But zones, I don't care. And if I can avoid it, I will never watch a video where we look at monster models, because that to me is the special part. I don't want to see monster models advance. That's the big spoiler. Cutscenes are fine, because that's like an enhanced version of that. They're all done up and pretty and brr. Just snipe everything, every bit of strategy anyone says if I ever play Darkest Dungeon on stream. That water does look really nice. Little morning fog rolling in. Ooh, a stage. Highly useful for meetups. Ooh. Oh, I love this kind of environmental storytelling when it comes to the rugs on top. There's a thing out here in the farmlands in Oregon where it is a quilt, and every single barn has a different quilt on it. Like everybody makes their own little quilt square that they put on the side of their barn, and every family has their own quilt square. It's like this trail of quilts that they kind of, I don't know how it started and why all these farms agreed to it, but they just all do this on their barns. And it's got such a cool vibe. Same in Wisconsin. Yeah, no, it's a great thing. And I really, really like that because even if they don't have the production time to make each one of these kind of a family motif, it still suggests that. And I would love to see more environmental storytelling in Final Fantasy. I think they do an excellent job, obviously, with the MSQ and kind of keeping that through line going. But I feel like it's very rare that I come across what I'm used to in something more like Fallout, where you've like, you walk in a room and you're like, there's a skeleton wearing an astronaut hat. And in a lockbox, there's a little toy jet. But there's an empty shotgun on the floor and a trap has been triggered. And your brain just kind of goes, ooh, what was the moment before here? Oh. And to me, like one of the things that really locked me into A Realm Reborn was the alternate party storyline with Ida and all that. Like the whole Ida, that was Emma, Ida. Yeah, I think that was a ghost girlfriend and flying head boy and all that sort of thing. Like that, seeing that story in the background while I was also getting really into isekais was like, ooh, just a little bit of like background storytelling because I'm not gonna die. I'm the main character. So nothing bad's going to happen to me at this point in the story. I got to get through it. And I want more of that, but that's so much, it's such a different production pipeline, and it doesn't seem like things are as segmented in the Final Fantasy XIV team. They all seem to be working on one vision together. Whereas you've got like games like Elder Scrolls and all that, where you can definitely feel like, they said, we have 20 caves. Everybody take a cave. Blah, 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 blah. And like every cave kind of had its own little vibe and it was the same outline, but they were adding little tiny stories here and there. Yeah, environmental storytelling. Exactly. Yeah, the zombies. Yeah, Vermilion Wing. Exactly. So this is a thing that I'm fully understanding of in an MMO space. Like you have so many requirements. You got an old engine. You got that spaghetti going on in the background. Like you can't spend your production time like that. But this is a great way to cheat it. Oh, those actually appeared to be different. Oh no, they were the same. But again, hey, it fooled my brain, so it works. And of course, it's Final Fantasy XIV, so we can just say, and nothing bad happened here. It was a happy place, and everybody had a great time, and they didn't do anything to ruin anybody's day for all time. It's just a happy summer vacation. Exactly. It's just, look at all these happy places where happy little people are going to have. I love cactuses too. I grew up in New Mexico. I love that place. Imaran says, I personally like the look. I hate classes that are so flashy to the point you cannot see your own character. How does it play? We'll see. The short trailer isn't going to tell me that much. Yeah, I think that change up was highly seductive to me coming from World of Warcraft. You know, I mean, plus things like Shield Wall, right? Like you had Shield Wall, a half-hour cooldown. And if someone clicked it by accident, in Gruul's lair, you'd all be like, guess we gotta wait a half hour for the tank to recover from their mistakes. So there's a number of things, of course, coming to Final Fantasy. I was like, oh, hell yeah. Let's do it. Like short cooldowns on really powerful abilities that you should use during trash pools. That's great. But I was very seduced by Gladiator and how flashy it was. And that's something I really, really wanted about it. However, I think there's plenty of flash. And if they want to make the class special through less flash, go for it. I think something I kind of like butt heads with ninjas. I don't want to jump on a frog. You know, again, we're being facetious. Is that the word? We're being shallow, but with so many options, that's the fun. Is being shallow. Do I prefer Limit Breaks or Bloodlust? I think Limit Break shared amongst the team. On the outside, you would say, "Oh, what an opportunity for trolling! What a terrible design decision." But I think because the party sizes are slightly, 10 to 8, 5 to 4, it's not that big of a change up, but that intimacy of a shared ability, I think, leads to more cooperation. And it makes the Limit Break more special. I would say a Bloodlust is more like the 2-minute window kind of thing, though. Like Limit Breaks are for trolling if you're running with Alizé, because she just rips it every 5 seconds. Always takes it. Can't hit that button fast enough. There in the Tower of Zot, she's just taking the whole damn pie. Every damn fight. Laughing what was that, 11's 2-hour cooldowns? It's a vibe. And you can't put the genie back in the bottle. That's it's a vibe. Because remember trash pools when the rogue would go stun the guy, sap them, and you'd polymorph the dude and you'd shackle the thing? Like, that's strategy. That's like playing a turn-based game. Like, that's really cool. And you're drinking and eating and you're thinking how you're going to do the next pool with the 5 people you have. It was a puzzle. But I don't really want to go back there. I'm interested to go back there in Final Fantasy XIV if that's what you're saying, Moist Fun. Lipwig. But I don't need to go back to that. There was an Alizé cosplayer with a Limit Break tank top. Perfect. Well done. Understood the assignment. What's next? We got new zones, a crossover event. Fabulous. Obviously, you should do that because you made both games. Oh, wait, hang on. Was that? Oh no, that was from 16. Oh. Wait, who punched who? Oh, it looks like a Titan punch. Oh, wait, no, it's an Ifrit on Ifrit punch? What? What? Why does Ifrit punch Ifrit? Do I remember this? Am I forgetting something from... Because I played the whole intro. I don't remember Ifrit punching Ifrit. Did he punch... Did that happen? Do I remember? When you fought in your own brain, was it? Oh my god. Who knows? Yes. Okay, it happened. Yeah. Oh, when we accepted the truth. Okay, so that did happen. I mean, it looks great. It's a great in-game model for him. Nice and chunky. He's got all that ground beef all over himself. You know? Big old kaiju thing. That looks like a fun event. I hope they add an extreme to it. Oh, sure, you got, yeah, the dog people are always so proud. My dog's just like a baby. Oh, dog people. Never enough cats. When are we gonna fight the fat cat? When does the cat get its event? The big cat. Well, yeah, it's just a dog. You know, there's nothing to be excited about dogs. I didn't know that the MoonWalker mount as a cat. Good. I'm glad we got some love. Skip the reward part. I don't need rewards because this looks awesome. I would do this for just the experience of it. Now on the back end, you know, I hope they add an extreme because I like the Rathalos fight was great. So if they actually go nuts with it and make it like its own sort of event, and that's kind of looks like what they're doing here with some of the mechanics on the floor expending and then the paladin catching the attack. It looks like it'll have a couple unique events, but hopefully they go really hard on it. Yeah, no, I'm an introvert. I'm a cat person. I need to crawl in a hole. That's how I recharge. Probably gonna be a solo duty? No, wasn't there people? There's people, right? Yeah, look at those people. There's one person. Wait, hang on. No, there's another person. Oh, wait, no, is that like a shade? Oh, no, that's Clyde. Oh, yeah, it is Clyde. Mysterious gruff stranger is what he'll be called. That's a shame. I want to do that with people. Have they done like a Rathalos style solo event before? Because it'd just be a holiday event or something, right? Can't think of anything else that's stuck around. FF15. Okay. That was the one where you got the car. That came out right as I got into the game, I believe, or like their second version of it, and I missed the car because I wasn't level 60. The outfit? He would. Garrett would want the outfit. It was a Garuda fight for a car. I don't know. I mean, unless, yeah, they could be tricking us, right? I mean, they are tricky devs. They're tricky, but it does appear like, yeah, that's just a friendship being used here. But hey, they might let you pilot the Ifrit for a bit. Dog people, they're so proud. They'd be like, my cat plays fetch. And they're like, oh yeah, get a dog. It's special. Dogs are programmed to love you. Cats, loving you is an option. That's what makes it so special. That's what makes love righteous. Perfect. Let's rip this. I've never played Fall Guys. But I'm happy for them. It's cool to see Final Fantasy doing a little mainstream action. As funny as that is to say, Final Fantasy 14 is what I should say there. Final Fantasy is well known. The bloody suits. I would challenge anybody to not know what Final Fantasy is in some regard. Oh my god. Jelly beans? And I heard they have the gumption to put this out on Halloween. Reminds you of a Japanese game show? Okay, pause. I would play the shit out of a moat wall. Or whatever that's going to be. You know, when the wall with the shape and you were supposed to like, but you had to like emote. So you had to put a whole bar of emotes on. And that was the mini game. Survive. Yeah, Takeshi's, yeah, exactly. Yeah, the castle. That became MXC in the States. Hole in the wall. Yes, hole in the wall. And many other inappropriately named events for the English version. And the most amazing part is no one ever got seriously injured. No one ever got hurt that we know of. You know, maybe it's a Disney situation. They only declared them hurt after they got off of the Takeshi grounds. But no one ever got hurt in Takeshi's castle. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. Oh my God. And what was the one with the balls that would come down the just all of them were such awful names. Oh, what a time and a place. What a time and a place. Yeah, I doubt it too. But according to Wikipedia, that's how it went. I'm happy for him. So they're getting, right, aren't they getting like little weird looking Alphanos and stuff? They're getting something to kind of like advertise the game. Over there. With a crossover. They already have them? Okay. I mean, I don't know how much power that would actually... I mean, who's to say Fortnite generates a lot of interest? Probably the concert kind of stuff does, but, you know, you put an Obi-Wan skin in there, and how many people really go, who's Obi-Wan? I'm going to check that out. Like just having a bunch of random-ass fun, yelling like your favorite streamers. You're 12 years old, playing a free-to-play game. There's a Final Fantasy 14 crossover event. You're like, oh, hell yeah. Let's check it out. Yeah, we got to attract the kids. It's T14. Nothing bad's going to happen. You won't grow as a person or learn anything about yourself. Or perhaps learn all sorts of oddities you might quote to your friends and end up on a Discord eventually playing Final Fantasy 14, you know? It's a natural progression, Fall Guys, to Final Fantasy 14. It just happens. Yeah, right? Does it actually work? Maybe. Only, yeah. And these glams, I can't say I'm happy to host an event. I can't say I see anything here. Is that background something? Why is it vibrating? Why is the background vibrating? Does that have meaning to anybody? Is there an angry rhinoceros? Undulating with cheese wheels? A pink... Well... And what... Is there like some kind of one-legged frog? Who runs like Sonic? Or Scooby-Doo? Okay, so they might have... yeah, so... Chichen's here saying like it might be like a repurposed asset. It's a penguin. Okay, oh, it's the Fall Guys mascot. Okay. I mean, I guess if I could glam the sweater, the shoes are all right. That hat is one of the absolute most monstrous pieces of design that has ever been made. However many polygons that have is too many. It's awful. I like real shoes. Garrett likes the pants? That makes sense. You know, he's a retro wave Florida boy. It makes sense he'd like progressive color changing pants. Mood pants. I'm in no position to mock anyone else's hat. What are you talking about? You talking about this? Or I don't have anything on my head. I'm wearing headphones. I heard we're in the 70s right now, so this is outdated. I know, I've got really good shoes, too. I love these. These are great shoes. They're a little wet right now. But yeah, no, Final Fantasy, I hated it in World of Warcraft. Glam and stuff. I think I always felt in a game about loot that's heavy. You should not change your prestigious look. But the second I saw someone raiding, I was watching Asmongold. He was his tank or someone who was like amazing, right? They always wear tank top, and I was like, that's freaking great. And then I've always loved like people just wearing ball caps. Like my first Ifrit battle, one of my companions just wearing like a ball cap and some normal ass pants, and I just thought that was fabulous. Next up, we have MoonWalker potential volume. Okay, let's see what this is. Oh, I see. Oh, so this is a clarification because I sort of knew what you all were talking about. I believe this is what we're getting to. I sort of knew what you all were talking about in the previous stream, but apparently this is the official version of this. No, not. How long is this? Oh my god, it's gonna do the whole thing. Okay.
No bells loud. Oh my god, it's that. Oh, it's the warrior of my fall.
Oh, so there's the AI. So this is where the okay. I'm familiar with the John Madden. And you would like to order a pizza? No, because you're John Madden kind of stuff.
The final days were upon us. The fabric of the star has begun
to
gray.
Yeah.
Plants rent by truth and thaw.
It's like I'm really there.
Plants with plants. M-O-L-E-C. Whoosh. Snarl-high. Whoosh. Will whoosh magic cast room.
I'm glad they're breaking it down.
Cast magic through our ouchies. Ouchies. Life exclamation point plus.
Why was this made? This is like 5 years too late.
Intervene, Deltron, field bash.
Like, would they even know what this is? Did you all know what this is when it came out?
Healing magic. Are you alright? I can look after myself, you know. And I've had enough of this rabble. Come on! Exclamation point. Ah! Everything is running. Smile. Door mode sound effect not wave. Elevator go up. Door open not wave.
Oh, wow.
Past the far edge of fate. Green blades, dark and light. Going, the coming of the end. Badass pose. Endwalker.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I guess it never really goes away. I mean, I love the original. It was a strange choice. But I love the original. I've watched it many times. But that was a lot of effort. I was like, all right. But EU fan site slides. All slides with story context have been removed. None of us would know any of the story context, but let's do it. By the way, this particular slide is called Yoshi Weeb, and good on him. I mean, have you never like dressed up? This transcends. This is no longer nerdy. You are in an outfit. This is just what happens. You strike a pose because you are wearing the outfit. That's all there is. One second here. I'm being told to check a thing in the Discord. If it's AEIOU, stream's over. Oh, well, that'd be a picture of where Garrett usually lives. You actually posted. Okay. No, the swords are down. No, that's not the same thing. That's not the same thing. This is very different. No. If he confirmed that's what was in his head, then yes. But no, that you can hold swords for other reasons. I challenge anybody to be in front of a large white screen. Excuse me. I didn't show you what I was looking at because I opened Discord. Here we go. No. No. Unless Yoshi P himself confirmed that this is what he was doing. When you are given two swords in a cool jacket in front of a giant white screen, this is what you do. It's only natural. This transcends anime. This is beyond. You simply begin to pose. It's what happens. Oh, okay. I do like what are those called? There we go. What we got here? There we go. What was it? Well, Chaos Beasts, Cloakers, Coeurls? Yeah, Coeurls? Coeurls. Quaddles. Coeurls are badass. The thing is, when I was growing up, no one could correct me because no one knew what they were. So I could call them whatever the shit I wanted, and no one would correct me because I was a dungeon master. I could call any shit I want. Now I'm on the internet. I have to think differently. Yeah, there's a nice cockatrice there too. There's some really, I love this old shit, this old art. Yeah, but no, those guys, the flying. You put some wings on a snake, and you're just like, hell yeah. What could go wrong? Who wouldn't want a snake with wings? Who doesn't find that a threat? Yoshi T. He should have T. No. just a quick little, for Cyberpunk, because we're all playing Cyberpunk. Just a quick little T pose. It's just a little error is all. It's just a little error is all. Okay, yep. There's your snake and cleavage. Cleavage snake. Special attack straight from the cleavage. But you're in game. Calm things down a little bit. Roll. Melee, well, yeah, dual blades. You could have guessed that. Required class, none. Makes sense. Starting level 80, sure. Starting location, Ul'dah. Does Gridania have a melee class? I mean, I guess it's all lore kind of base, but wouldn't they be? Oh, right, Dragoon. Right. Okay. Concept. This close-range fighter style passed down by the hunters used one-handed blades that can be combined into a single two-handed weapon. As such, the Viper alternates between pressuring enemies with swift strikes by their twin blades and dealing mighty blows with their joined weapons. By calling on the memories of ancient hunters contained within their soul crystal, naturally, the Viper can imbue their body with additional power for a brief time. I'm assuming you get a dot, right? Like poison? Some poison, some dots? Poison's most fun in turn-based games because you end your turn and then they take a bunch of damage and you feel like a badass. It's like walking away from the explosion with your sunglasses on. Poisons are just dots, but do we have any escalating dots in this game? Like a dot that over the course of its application transforms into other dots? Because that'd be cool. I know, like, Bard has too many dots, but I still kind of want one. I thought we were getting away from dots. I don't know. I mean, not everybody likes dots. 2 is too many dots. 2 is like the maximum amount of dots I want to pause. I still want a Bard. I'm still going to give it a shot. I think they're very stylish. But 2 dots is a lot of dots. Don't even bring up, the Affliction Warlocks. That's far too many dots. But at that point, you're managing dots. Like, that's your job. It's just dotting. So it depends on how it weaves in. Back in my day, you had 7 dots? That's way too many. Dots are for people who can't push buttons and hit their targets. Damn. Hollow Val. Evil Val. Coeurl. We expand our horizons from the well-traveled 3 great continents to beyond the Indigo Deep, where adventures will be beneath western skies. Oh, okay, so we've been to space. I'm familiar with this South American looking shape. Some might say it's more Africa, but I think you're splitting hairs at that point because there's definitely a North America like blob above it. So looks like they're misting up the top part. Oh man, does mods? Is there like a picture here of like the Yoshi P? Because we got the anime mode. Is there a picture in here of him just like looking frontward? I want to see the coat. I want to see a good looking coat. It looks like it was quite detailed. Look at all the belts too. It looks great. What a lucky bastard getting to dress up. Not only actually made the video game, but gets to wear a bunch of cool shit. Okay, so we got a couple more pictures in here. So there's our Star Destroyer. Federal name, blah, 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 this is much silly stuff. We saw that in the trailer. And more stuff about things. Sun rays, waterfalls, lovely. But this right here, this is all just a big pile of make me care, right? Like, I don't know yet. Here we go. Thank you. Here we go. There we go. Oh, look at all those belts. Look at all those belts. That's great. Secret? What about secrets? Secrets? Why is everyone saying secrets? More dots. Exactly, Kira. More dots. More dots. Why are people saying secrets? Because I don't want to see it. Looks like he has bunny ears. No, those are swords. I don't know about the secrets. Why are there secrets? Belts and can. Yeah, well, you need lots of... A secret tunnel? For love? Secret tunnel. All right, let's just continue. Oh, well, there we go. There we go. And die. Secret tunnel. It's a secret. I mean, it really does look like the Wild West. You even got your little windmills and your little shanties of your I mean, technically, this is already in like the old dye area. You know, they have a bunch of little Western facade looking things. That looks great, though. Oops. Pardon the blind. I misclicked. Yeah, a little train ding-dinging along. Bang, bang. Nice. Okay. Oh, so we're doing it all. We're going to do Brazil, Peru, Southwestern. New allies. That's not new. Also, there's like a whole, like, something they were talking about, there's like a whole contingent of, yeah, Albuquerque, exactly. That's where I grew up, in Rio Rancho, in Albuquerque. I mean, I'm into it. It's cool. They're moblins. They're very different. See, they strongly resemble goblins, for whom they share the common ancestry. Known to procure, but very different from goblins, though. Very, very different, you see. Well, they're well-skilled trades, but very different from goblins. Providing creative environments and quality materials. Very different from goblins, you see. Level cap increased. No surprise. They've never done a level squish, right? In Final Fantasy, I know they've done stat squishes. I believe they did one in MoonWalker, but they've never done a level squish. 100's a lot. It's a lot of levels. I don't know with the MSQ if that feels as intimidating as it does in World of Warcraft for players, since it's more just like, come, enjoy the story, and maybe you'll stick around afterwards. It's a very different thing. Oh, no dungeons. Oh. Oh, a barge. Ooh. 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 Oh, no. Ooh, oh, 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 yeah. No. Ooh. Oh, new threats. No, no. Ooh, what? Here we go. There we go. There we go. All better now. That's for me. That's not for you. Garrett, if Garrett comes back as like, Kyle, you have to look at this for content. It's your job. Very well. I will look at those things. But I'm currently solo streaming. It's not even bad. I just don't want. It's not even like, I wouldn't even call it a spoiler. That's just like, I want to be there. The dungeons. I love dungeons. Yeah. I know it's not a boss battle, but a little bit like a barge level. Oh my god. Oh, I love like train levels and barge levels. Yeah, no, I don't want to see that. Big pass. What do you call these like feather earrings? Like Yishtola has. They're beautiful. I love them. Nice physique. Just call them feather earrings. You just type feather earrings into Amazon. Yeah, just okay. Typing that. Because they're pretty. Yeah, I guess so, right? I mean, poor casters, get in your robe. Get in the robe. What are you doing? Oh, I get this whole new fancy setup, I get, and, I'm taking, but, healer, listen, we're all going to be real confused if the healer's not wearing white, okay? Get in the damn dress. It's too confusing. So variant dungeons and criterion dungeons are two different things? Yeah, you dye it black, but when they give it to you, it's okay. New 8-player raids, new ultimates. Yeah. As you should. Yep, alliance. Yep, we're going to make content for the game. This feels like the mod's telling me I'm going to have, because the mod's handpicked all these. This makes me feel like they're trying to make me play Final Fantasy XI, which I don't know if I would like that. I don't know. Like, from what I've heard, it's never told. It's like listening to someone talk about RuneScape. And they're like, oh man, I was so pissed off. You got to try it. It was great. I hated the whole thing. Did you ever play EverQuest? No? Oh man, it sucks so bad. I appreciate, like we all love pacing. Ongoing content, but Blue Mage. Oh, Blue Mage. I want that Blue Mage PvP I made up in my own head. I want Blue Mage PvP where you steal everyone starts with one ability, and if you kill a guy, you get their ability. And King of the Hill style, he has like 12 abilities in a free-for-all. And you're all trying to kill the guy with 12 abilities. And whoever gets all the abilities first wins. I would love that. That's one of my media roundup things. I did see for Preach they're doing the chat bubbles. Congrats. That sounds great. I would love that. Technically, what are the boxes called in Star Wars? That they're like little computers, and all the Jedis fight over them in the extended lore bits. Holocrons. It was Holocron mode in Jedi Outcast, and it was badass. Blue Mage Auto Battler? I mean, sure. If you want to make just occupy my whole time, go for it. That bouncy thing they made, the like mobile game where you got to shoot the balls for the last holiday event, that was really well made. If Final Fantasy XIV wants to make like a freaking, like a freaking triple triad auto battler, I'd play the shit out. Just let me log in. I don't need other games. If you just want to make all the games in one game, go for it. I'm not opposed to you monopolizing my evenings. Plans for PvP update. Those are all extremely nebulous. A new limited job coming in the... So what's a limited job? Limited job, I'm guessing by the mask that it's like a blue thing. I don't know how to play Mahjong. I only know Mahjong from Jackie Chan Adventures, which I'm assuming isn't a very good teacher of what Mahjong was like. Also, Bluey's grandma plays it. Limited jobs are Blue Mage adjacent. Beastmaster. They're very unbalanced. So they're, yeah, that'd be interesting. So I guess Beastmaster would be cool because you go collecting beasts or something like that. So it's like Blue Mage, but they did it with a different part of the game. I mean, that's cool. So all Blue Mages are stuck at level 70 right now. And MoonWalker is 90, right? So Blue Mages are lagging in general. Oh, did the earlier thing say they're 80 at the moment? Okay. Pokemon job? Yeah. No, I mean, that's fun. Pet battles and whatnot. Those are fun. First graphical update. Characters previous. Oh, okay. Okay. Ah, here we go. So it just needed to do a little load action. I can see this. Yeah, the light is wrapping, which is inaccurate. Mostly in the horns, though. Looks like we got a little bit of eye action, but mostly horns and eyebrows. Ah, did it again. Are their ears really that big? Look at that mouth. Okay, I'm not an artist, so what about the mouth? Why is the mouth good? Because the nose blends better? The neck is less layered in its shadow appearance? Oh, I see. Okay, there's layers to this. Oh, okay. Oh, so that is not big. But I bet you that is hard. I don't know what I'm looking at, but I assume this is hard to do. And this probably took a lot of work to make that shadow not do that thing. Oh, the glasses update. Yeah, because they're all wearing hats. These all appear to be the same kind of glasses, though. So I need my round boys. They work with my face. Yeah, everyone's reaction at FanFest. I have no doubt that this is like so deeply tentacle and someone should be insanely proud of themselves, and I'm very happy for them. And I'm sorry this was the representation of their massive work. Oh, the most visually... Okay. Yeah, mine are kind of silver and, get lost, so this would... Because what is it? You want glasses with thicker there's a whole, like, take your face and your hair, and glasses are, like, a huge part of that. They literally spent, like, half an hour on the set of Lala slides. Like I said, it was probably a lot of work. Made you very tired. Okay, so it was technical. Still to come. Sure. Oh, they got Windows 11 on there. I wonder how long that's been there. Those are some old cores. That's an old graphics card. I mean, technically, when did I get my new computer? Wasn't that in like April? Yeah, so I would have been, yeah. So I would have been past. Yeah, the fan. Yeah. So this would have destroyed my computer. Yep. Yeah, so that's actually a pretty big jump. It would have jumped right by what I had. I'll be okay now. The Xbox thing, yeah. Is that's the Alizé and the Alphino? Wow. Cloud data center. Physical location, North America. I think I saw y'all talking about this on Discord. It's like a cloud, right? Where you play and you can go anywhere or something. Like they're trying out a non-region based server or something. An overflow server. Jeff. Will be automatically granted Tales of Adventure items. So they basically are like, hey, come test it out. All jobs through Shadowbringers. You can join a server where money means nothing. We don't know the specifics of why they would do this. A good reason would be scalability for high traffic times. So they could like pop you out. I mean, it'd be cool, you know, if you were willing to put up with whatever it is to be regionless, and then you could go visit anybody. Oh, yep, Amano, yep. For new information, live from Tokyo. Before and after here. The reflections. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Yeah, look what they did to the lips. The lips are popping. And the nose isn't quite so nosy. But where's the Sephiroth server? Surely it's coming. Surely. Elise, thank you for becoming a new member as well. Yeah, look at that. I mean, it looks a little less pissed, too. How's that going to influence Heavensward when all the elves look a little less pissed off? That old man that throws the girl off, it's going to be a whole different ball game. Everyone's going to be like, damn, that was layered. Who was that guy? I don't know, but something about him. It's art class. I heard Garrett took guesses as to what I would be reacting to. How long did he spend on this? Because this is my assumption of what our kids do all day. They're so into these orbs. He loves it. The way this orb is foggy. That's so good. And the way this orb is clear. And that one, you know, I mean, this one. This sucks. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like this here. That there. You know what I'm saying? Game changer. Absolute game changer. Wait, we're after what? After what? I'm assuming the shadows and stuff. No, look at that. Now that's nice. Oh, was he? So you got really excited about the dungeon stuff? Yeah. Like I said, I'll do it in front. If he really wants me to do it, I'll do it in front of him. I will make the content. I'm a good content creator. You know, I'll do the work. But that look how joyous, lively. Yeah, live. Yeah, exactly. That looks nice. That's striking, you know? I think you escaped potato territory. That's at least like a beet. Or an apple. You know? Yeah, they're cute. Look, it's a little cutie. Look at that. All grown up. Potatoes are greater than beets? I mean, potatoes are an essential food group, you know, but potatoes are the center of the universe. Sweet potato? Ooh. Okay, Meteor Man, you got it. You win. Wow. What a grizzled vet. But humbled in his old age. Fluffy. petable in certain clubs after they've agreed to be pet. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Without going too heavy on like the eyeshadow. That's nice. I mean, that's just a face change right there. That's just like a straight up like dead inside to alive inside. That looks good. Look there, you gotta have the orb. Yeah, I mean, that's actually a really good flex with the leather textures. That's a really good flex. That looks great. Yeah, materials. Exactly. That was the slides. Closing speech. Judging by the expression. And you have to remember, too, like, this isn't random happenstance. They just did a performance. Like, you just launched so much energy at your audience. Like, the cheering here, it doesn't compare. There's no, you can't record that. The room's vibrating. But it doesn't come across at all. Of course he's gonna cry. Anybody's gonna cry, and the dude, like, I mean, like, what's their relationship? Is that like his hero? I mean, how old was Yoshi P when Final Fantasy I was made? Do keep rapping. Well, everyone would be, right? Devs included.
I never expected that
right?
Would be making me cry.
I mean, how many Final Fantasies have come and gone since Final Fantasy XIV came out? You know, the lasting power would have been about 15. Yeah, I would say that'd be pretty intense to, if not your hero, we're making some assumptions there, at least someone you massively respect.
In Japan, we have several hundreds of staff, all combining their efforts together in order to create an experience which you will definitely enjoy. So we will continue to combine our efforts as one.
The bunny ears.
Provide the best possible expansion that we can.
Does anyone know Japanese well enough to know tell me what psycho means? Like, it sounds like they say psycho, but I believe it's the word for fun. You always hear it said often. But it does sound like we're saying psycho. Awesome. Okay, cool. I thought awesome was sugoi, but maybe I'm wrong about that. The best, super. Okay, so it was kind of a rough translation. Psycho. Okay. Scare the crap out of everyone. Maybe a little late on the pyrotechnics there. Yeah, so they made Yoshi P cry, but of course you're gonna cry. Like, you literally, the band just played, so everybody's stoked as hell. Everyone's emotions are going nuts. The weekend's over, so everything you work towards is finally done. And then you're having that all fired at you? When you want to just, like, thank everybody else you work with, too? Like, of course. Of course you're gonna weep. Was he cry more? You're sick. Was it just... oh no, wait, did he... Where's he going? He's doing what he can, you know?
Some music, please.
What a cutie. Yeah, no, that's overwhelming, right? Like, no, there's no way. You know, there's no way you don't cry up there. Right, and people fucking cheering your names, right? Like, holy shit. But I like that the man tries to pass it off, right? And remind everybody, you know, it's a team, right? These are huge juggernaut projects. But it is damn fresh, you know? I mean, that's the whole reason I got Garrett to play is because I made him watch that interview with Asmongold. Like, you got to sit down and watch this. Just like see somebody care enough. There's plenty of people, you know, there's plenty of people that care. But it's that passing off that matters most to me, that he doesn't want it for himself in that way. Yeah, like just says, right? He doesn't lose sight of himself. But he also knows what he is to people, like coming out like that. Like, he wanted the other devs and everyone else on the team to be the ones celebrated, but he also knows, like, that there wasn't his ego. That was him doing that for the audience who loves him. But there is no difference. There is no, you can't recreate in, like, video space what it's like to be at a fan fest where it's all in one roof. It's one game. Everybody's there for one thing. And the Primals just freaking performed. And then they're like, yeah, it's a freaking celebration of one game. It's completely different than BlizzCon ever would be. Yeah, not exactly. Wait, what's this? We're on the closing speech, right? Endy's vamping? What's Endy up to?
Raylex, I watched them do anime, and I watched them get to the moon, and then I crashed. But I did watch this morning when they got to Zodiac, and Garrett being like, I am gobsmacked. That's my best American accent. I am gobsmacked right now. I was like, yeah, so you should. This is pretty cool. And they even mentioned, wait, this is level 83? I was like, yes, it is! Like you guys did for me. American Endy, it's not great, is it? 0?
That's only fair because I believe one of you made a website where we've tracked our awful British accents, and they were sent to Taliesin and now sent to... Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Perfect. Wonderful. Exactly. Yeah, I remember the exact moment when Garrett said he was gobsmacked. That's exactly what Garrett said. He's a gobsmacked kind of guy. That was super duper. The rotating platform, that was one of the cooler ideas I've ever seen. That was super duper chill.
Jesse said, click that thing, guys. I'm watching on stream and we're judging your theories.
Okay. Oh, this
Well,
thing?
we can't give you theories if you click that thing.
Exactly. Unless it gets even weirder.
Click that
And then we
thing.
get more theories.
Click
shit.
that
Okay, that's a
thing.
good
It's gonna get weirder.
Are you ready?
that
Are you
thing.
hovering over yes?
Let me cut this
I'm waiting. Click the thing.
the rotating. Spoiler alert, it got even weirder, by the way. It got even weirder. Said we wouldn't talk about that much today because we got a video coming out. And oh yeah, it got real weird. The moon, the earth, the planet, it did like a cracky thing. Yeah. I have theories. I'll tell you, I'll tell you my main theory. Garrett wasn't much for it, my theory. He didn't like my theory at all. But I think it did. I'm not going to look at y'all while I say this. I think when we got to Garlemald, everyone kept being a little like by the 12-y. Like everyone all of a sudden was like, by the 12? Oh, have you heard about the 12? By the 12. Oh my God, it's by the 12. Oh, I love saying the 12. Oh, it just feels so good on my tongue to say the 12. Have you heard about the 12? And Xenos is like, I'm gonna like do a dance in front of the gods, and I'm gonna like eat the gods, and it's gonna be great. And then we get to the space, and they're like, well, by the 12. So that I think the shields are down, and like all 12 are gonna like get weird up in here. That's my big. And Garrett was like, delete this from the video. Get this out of here. I'm like, nah, man. Everyone started saying like the 12 a whole bunch, and Xenos like wants to fly in a hot air balloon to go meet the 12 or something. That's what's going on here. You fill 7 levels. You come up with 7 levels of content when the game ended early. That's what I'd do. Just rip the 12. By the 12? Have you heard about this? All right, what we got here? We got Jesse Cox.
Is this the first trial?
Oh, he's so serious.
All I craved more. Boundless power. Mine to command.
The first trial is Zodiark?
Mods, do you have a clip? Does Jesse have a clip of where he body checks himself? That's the one I really want to see. I want to see Jesse's reaction to him body checking himself as a Lalafell. Can we get that? Yeah, later scheme. Level 83, I'm out. I've got other stuff to mess with. I was gonna pilot that, but you know what? I'll go mess with somebody else. Oh, so Xenos is piloting a Lalafell, and a Garlean soldier hits himself. That's what I want to see. But we could do that another time too. We could do that another time. Might take some digging to find that one in particular. Ulda A New Hope. Is this from... Oh, it's from 12 days ago. Celebration of 10th anniversary. Hello. Welcome. I honestly can't tell what's computerized and what's cake anymore. I thought the Lego movie was all stop motion. Also, it's like papercraft. Right? That's a lot of work. I love this shit. I love handcrafts. Oh, nice with the little dudes. Oh my god, you could play so much D&D in there. Oh, they even put lights in it. Just to celebrate? Just a room full of people? Thousands of dollars? That looks fake as shit right there. Found it, but Jesse doesn't have a big reaction. It's not about Jesse's reaction. It's about me wanting to see Jesse's Lalafell get body checked by a Garlean soldier. That is impressive. I love that kind of stuff. Oh, okay. We got it. We got it here. We got it.
There is some residual effect interfering with my faculties.
I love that Yishtola wasn't the one to call it. Pass around the love.
Where have you been?
Let's see it.
I've been worried sick.
Evil Jesse Lalafell. Let's see that smile that just melts a mother's heart. The kind you want to bring home. Right there. Oh, yeah. That trustworthy grin.
Who are you? I saw through that shit immediately. Whoa!
I love that.
What?
That's such a great model. Do it. Go get him, you. Go get yourself.
Hell yes. Hell yes. Oh! I do love enough Xenos, but get away from them, you bastard! That's the one.
Hey, he's in character. He's in character right now. Go get yourself. It's right in the face. It's just an elbow to the face. That's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Luke, for getting that, for digging that up. I appreciate it. I feel like with hands on faces, it's like zombies. I love zombies. I think they're wonderful.
Immediately. Whoa!
They feel a little overdone after like My Hero Academia hand face did his thing for so long. I'm not a big fan of like giggly clown types. But that, I mean, just the motif of just like being blinded by hands is just, it's an awesome one. I love it. I'm pretty sure it's all over Final Fantasy games too. Oh, well, they didn't invent it, right? You know? Like, My Hero Academia didn't invent it, but, you know, just like zombie games got run to the ground, things can run things into the ground. Preach gets stepped on. He sure did. I saw this on Twitter. I'm so happy he committed his character to Fanfest. I feel like I'm in a deficit. Like I don't have that. I feel like it's missing from my content creation. Because what would I do? Dress up as Varys and walk around the whole weekend saying by design? Like what's the grinding gear equivalent to dressing up like Tataru? with the big chest spike just all weekend, like going for a burger bite, and you're like, ah shit. Damn it! Knocked it out of my hands again. Maxima, oh, I could wear purple contacts all day. That'd be fun. Yeah. It was it was 112, right? Like I had the sweater of light around my waist, but it couldn't be done. It couldn't be worn. Xenos Eat the Moon. That's true. I did have that shirt. I was wearing that shirt day one. I was given a golden ticket, so sadly I did not have that shirt to wear when I met Koji in Ishikawa. I had already worn it the previous day, and I was not going to contribute to the con funk. So I put it in the dirty clothes pile, and I was sad about that because, I wanted to show off my cool shirt. But the lady who gave me my badge, she was very impressed by my shirt. The crawling just a bunch of Garlean soldiers crawling through the con. Well done. Well done, Preach. Well done. You own your adventure. This is
Wow. The I'm sorry, I can't looking at the It's too
nice. Hey, good on him for doing the walk. Doing it the best he can. Garrett said he wanted to get a Yotsuyu step pick, but didn't want to ask for one. I think you know the risk. I think you would be aware of what you would be asked to do in that case. That just... Yeah, no, he's very proud of himself. That's wonderful. I'm not familiar with the people around him. Is that his family? Did his family get to go with him? Because he does seem quite joyous in the environment he's in. Oh, his editor. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't know much about... I mean, obviously, like, I'm curious about Preach's workflow and how he does everything he does. Because we're looking to do more. Cosplay's fun as hell. I thankfully don't have any pictures of my cosplay because it was in 2005 where I went as Fulkin from Escaflowne. And then I went as a Prince of Persia, but it was that redone, like, blue and red Prince of Persia with a bunch of fabric. The game wasn't very good, but I loved Prince of Persia when it was coming out. I had a duct tape metal arm. Like, it was nothing but duct tape, and I got compliments all weekend. I doubt that thing would fly at all these days. Cosplay's evolved a lot. The Denmo MoonWalker anime open. No, I haven't seen that. I've seen the commercials, the anime commercials they've made in the past. But yeah, I think there's plenty. There's plenty of things to watch once we're current as well. That's true. You just don't hit. Let's see here. I think we did it. Anything else would be off the list of what Garrett did. Other than, of course, the couple of pictures that I skipped that he can make me do, should he request. However, dungeons and monster models are very, very special to me. And even if it's like the first dungeon or something like that, that's something I want to see in real life. I think one of the toughest things about selling an MMO is that flat images for an MMO, they're just okay. I think we've improved a lot, and I think the lighting update is helping a lot. I also now know the language of Final Fantasy, though, like visually what it looks like. Garrett would get super mad when I say this, so I'll say it without him here. I think Final Fantasy, to me, now looks better than World of Warcraft, but he loves the artistic, painterly quality, as he always calls it. And my eyes have fully adapted now to Final Fantasy XIV, and I think it's a really good-looking game with lots of layers to it. And I think we're getting there. Like, we're really starting to... It's really hard to remove your own eyeballs from yourself and be like, what does this look good looking at it? And like, yeah, the mountains are a little jagged, the rocks are a little stretched, but we're really starting to get there. I mean, this is pornographic. Like, this is just a straight up money shot. It's beautiful. So this doesn't count. That's too nice. Too good of an angle. But like that looks really good. Yeah, and I do think World of Warcraft has a timeless level to it. But you know, when you're in the thick of it, watching all the abilities go and stuff, WoW does have a silhouette and readability that I think works for its PvP and its content because you have to know that information. Final Fantasy isn't the same kind of game in that way. But I've really come to respect the more realistic but outrageous take that Final Fantasy has done with their art. And that's just like, That's just pretty. And it's so beautiful. That's where I grew up right there. That takes me back. Like there was a mountain that looked just like that one. We called it Death Mountain. And we just frick around on it and throw dirt clods all day. Like that's just where I grew up. That's some good looking stuff. Yeah, no, the details on the little flowers and all that too. Like even if they turn with you, I mean, at the very least, Garrett would never agree to this either. But I think Final Fantasy has World of Warcraft beat on trees, 100%. I really like their trees in comparison. I think there's a papercraft kind of style of WoW that goes, oh, I kind of see what you did there. Like you took a bunch of PNGs and folded them. That's kind of cute, but. Like, even A Realm Reborn trees were kind of like, oh my. Granted, years. You got the bonus of years. Were there Gorons on your Death Mountain? No, just bets to jump off it and crap like that. Just being a general youngin' and a fool. New Fog and New Crystal? I don't think that was part of what we did. I don't remember that in the thing. Yeah, Crystal and Fog, I don't remember that. And we saw lots of balls that were painted with various levels and layers. Oh, we did see some of the Fog. Garrett tweeted it? Okay, we can do that. Let's take a look. Oh, here we go. Update. This is a massive improvement. Love the low-lying fog obscuring the lower parts of the structures. Really sells the height of the structures, says one Garrett Weinzerl. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, the way it kind of like floats on the water. He would know. That's what Florida looks like every damn morning. There we go. Cool. We were looking at the right thing. He would know. Awesome. Well, we did the list. We did the list. Thank you all for watching this weird split stream where Garrett did it first and then I did it second. And then we'll probably, we'll probably do like a Final Fantasy Fanfest thing in the podcast tomorrow where we'll kind of combine our two talks. Because that'll be fun. Since we went and digested this separately, we'll do that on the podcast tomorrow. We'll start like, ooh. Yeah, I know. Apparently I sped, but that makes sense. He's the artist. There was a lot of artistry in there, so I'm sure he had much, much more to say on some of those little bits when it came to the art stuff. But I'm curious to see what he thinks. We could talk a little bit of like class design, job design, and all that. Is really fun to do. So we'll do that on the podcast tomorrow. Podcast tomorrow is going to record a little early. That'll be at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And then we'll do evening. Tomorrow's going to be Boja. We should be able to finish out Boja tomorrow night. So we'll do a big Boja thing. I believe our Discord was saying we have about 2 hours of grind. And all together, we should be able to bust out all the points we need. And then we'll go to whatever the end of Xandor is. And then we'll probably have, I think it's written by the Evilly stuff. So it's going to be like an hour of reading on the back end. But I think we should be able to bust out the 2 levels of rep we need. Metal into the raid thing and then finish out the back end. That'll be really fun. And then, hey, new video next week, all that sort of thing. If y'all are not members or on the Patreon, you didn't see the outtakes this morning, which are amazing. Garrett put that whole video together while I was traveling, and he did an awesome job. So be sure to check that out if you'd like to see some behind the scenes as to what recording that promotional video looked like. Thank you so much for the well wishes. I am going to be resting soon, except for the 5K we signed up for this weekend, which So I'll be resting because we signed up for a 5K this weekend. It's a Halloween run. I'm going to dress as the lizard. Well, we did it like months ago when we weren't really thinking about it. But I'll be the lizard. My son's going to be Spider-Man. I'm going to be the lizard. So I have a lab coat with rips in it and I have like lizard hands. It's going to be good. Yeah. 5K in costume. What could go wrong? Drink lots of water. Bye, everybody. Wait, hang on. No, wait. No, I didn't hit it yet. I remembered to check the viewer activity before I hung up. Mcstronghuge. Horganovich. I'm so sorry, whatever I did to that name. Says, hey, Kyle, glad to see you're feeling better. Popped in to ask if you and Garrett had any thoughts on the upcoming HOTS PTR. By the way, chat, you looking cute today. I haven't digested it. I apologize. I did see that it was like some invincibility changes and like some missile projection, things like speed and inner collisions. And that will be balanced for what is happening in the tournament scene over there. Garrett and I still play HOTS every single week. Like we just finished a record, videos we're uploading. Let's go play a HOTS. But I haven't digested it in a serious way. So no comment yet. Maybe we'll do a mini section on the video podcast tomorrow. All right. Bye, everybody.